Yeah, the next one is Upstreet from Australia. Christian.
Hey, hi. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Christian. I'm the CEO of Upstreet, and just checking if you can see my screen. And present. Okay, so we are Upstreet, and I would love to take you on a quick journey. Imagine COVID is over, and you visit this weekend. You visit the shopping mall with your partner and your daughter, and you head over to the next Nike store. And then your partner and your daughter want the next best, the Nike Air Force, the new shoe. Costs you $150 a pair. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, it's your family. You have to swipe your credit card. But then immediately you get a ping on your iPhone on the Upstreet app, and you received $30 worth of Nike shares, fractional Nike shares, 0.26 Nike shares, and you just think, yes, I just did it. I became a shareholder. I'm an owner of Nike. Why would you go somewhere else in the future? So this is earn shares as you shop is our tagline, and we are Upstreet. And the problem we are solving is the loyalty industry is ripe for disruption. It's very challenged with reward points are hard to redeem. They devalue over time and they're undifferentiated. Just think about all your frequent flyer points you have at the moment and what you're going to do with them. Buying a lot of toasters. So, and then we also see the regulatory puts more and more pressure on the loyalty industry, and people are more and more points fatigued. We actually have independent research that shows that our share loyalty product is very, very successful in the loyalty space. It can create true loyalty and increase your revenue by 30%. We see a huge market. We are starting actually in Australia with the smallest 1,000 billion market cap or TAM in Australia, and then we are going overseas this year, starting in the EU with a lot of pull from the UK at the moment. This is our product roadmap. So we already launched with listed entities in Australia. We are going live with a lot in the middle. You see eBay and others international shares in the next few weeks. And then we're really excited is we are working with a financial institution who wants to kind of white label Upstreet into their product and put 100,000 users through Upstreet in the next 12 months, which is a multi-million-dollar deal for us. This is our user growth. We are basically 3 months in the market, reached 1,200 users so far. We have 1,000 transactions so far, $2,500 worth of shares issued to people. So we have built a platform which actually works, and we can execute on it. And now we are signing up more and more partner and then scaling rapidly. And this is how what it looks like. So it's an app product first, and then we are expanding to desktop. But you have all your shares in your pocket, and just do whatever you do. Go on with your day-to-day life and earn shares as you shop. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, the judges, it's time to ask questions.
Yeah, I have a question. All right, just want to check with you. If let's say taking the Nike shop as example, in Malaysia, a lot of Nike shop are under franchise or under license. All right, so if I buy the shoe from that particular shop, okay, in this shopping mall, so do I own? How do I own the shares of that shop or Nike Inc. that you mentioned?
So it's really dependent on who's paying them essentially for the shares. If it's a franchisee and they are listed themselves, which is sometimes the case, like in the Middle East, and we can buy these shares. So it's really who pays, who has the benefit of the loyalty. So if you shop in a shopping mall, then the shopping mall can issue you your shares for this transaction, and then you come back to the shopping mall.
Oh, you mean the business must be listed?
It works very well for listed entities, but we are also doing unlisted with an ETF. You then get shares in an ETF as a better loyalty means. where we're also working with 5 clients here in Australia.
I'm really confused because I heard about people tokenizing their products, all right, but this is the first time I hear about how you can actually do this in shares, and it involves a lot of regulations. I'm an IPO advisor, all right. But just to justify for my fees, I need to provide a lot of proof and a lot of process for me to be able to get a share to the company. And
Yes.
now you're saying that I buy a pair of shoes from the shop, I can have how a fraction of
Yes.
shares. I
So
think a lot of cost need to put into that.
We have built it in 18 months, a fractional share investment platform where we can buy fractional shares in individual stock. So I can give you 1 cent in Nike shares. I can give you 10 cents in any share. So we have built it, we have proven it, we are live, we are doing this. And we have revenue and we have customers and we have users.
Right, cool, I'll check it out because that really impressed me.
And we have a license, so it's fully regulated. The Upstreet fund is a registered investment scheme with the ASIC, so the Australian regulator. And we already checked it in Europe and the UK, and we're working with a fund manager in Luxembourg to bring that fund to Europe. And we are pretty sure that we can make it work in almost every jurisdiction.
All right.
Thank you so much. Any questions else?
Hi, Christian. It's Angelo here.
Hey.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I can read that your gross merchandise value, it's about $70,000 in 3 months.
Yes.
So I got 2 questions regarding this. What is the plan for the next quarter? And because the gross merchandise value is usually calculated prior of deduction of any fees and expenses, what would be the net value there? Thank you.
So I think it's really for us getting more partners on the platform to get more value to users and really going into non-discretionary spend. So groceries is the category, or grocery beverages. That is where really the music is for us, and then expanding into discretionary spend. It's basically what we track here across merchandise value is really what's the transaction value, and at the moment we have pilot contracts which is fixed fees for a certain period of months. So that's we are early stages on that one. So really getting into unit economics, it's a bit too early. Mm-hmm. But just to give you a feeling, we are in the area of Visa and MasterCard fees on transaction value. What we are charging to companies, and then we are running the investment fund free of charge for the user. And going forward, we will explore opening up the fund for direct investments for the user, so they can invest with us, and we're becoming like a Robinhood kind of platform where people can invest with us, and then building a premium product or a freemium product for users on top of that. So we can tap into revenues with our users, but that is maybe a year down the line.
Thank you.
Nice.
Hi, this is Long. I just want to ask a quick question. I think this is a great idea. I just want to have a clarification. Is the proposition of your business more of a rewarding or customer incentive program, or a real investment platform for the customer?
At the moment, it's the first one. So it's a reward. You reward your user or your customers with shares, and you get higher loyalty, true loyalty. So higher basket size, higher frequency, and then you make them to owners. But then we have basically built a fractional investment platform, and we can open it up so people can actually buy shares with us. And then the idea is, can we actually combine shareholding with how much a discount or perks you get from companies? So there's a couple of examples with Brewdog in Scotland, where if you invest in them, you get 10% discount in all their venues, and that's going through the roof. They raised $100 million US over crowdfunding. So it's kind of a new way to build loyalty and status points. Imagine like a turnkey solution for every listed company to build a status point system like an airline.
Hi, Raymond here. Just a quick question. So, are people holding shares through your Upstreet app, or is it like an API, for example, an airline can actually use your API and work out a deal with you to make something happen?
Both. So we are having our own app where you see all your portfolio, and then we are exposing our APIs to customers and then to our customers, which is the enterprise, and they can then basically seamlessly integrate it in their app, and you see your shareholding in the airline app or in any other app, and then you can transact like seamlessly with us. And we are just in the background and doing the hard work of holding the shares, having the share registry, buying and selling share on market, and so on. So we are running a very difficult product for them. They could not build it themselves. It's kind of not their core business.
Got it. Thanks.
Hey,
Christian, I have a question.
How are you? Sorry,
Go ahead, Jay.
Carmen. Okay, just a quick question. How are you dealing with regulatory challenge when you are going through this?
I get a lot of gray hair talking to financial lawyers. No, seriously, that was one year of work to get it from a regulatory point of view all approved. So we have our own financial lawyer, top tier lawyers here in Sydney. And then every time we are signing up a company, we have a long discussion with our legal counsel to go through corporate law, trading law, stock law, and so on. So far, we have listed entities live on Upstreet. We're doing it. They are all fine. The ESIC, the local regulator here, they approved our fund. The feedback is that's a benign product, and it's all good. So regulatory is sorted.
Okay, guys, thanks
so much.
for it, but we need to stick to timing.